we've got a game or two here. I will let my opponent introduce himself now, if you will.
Well, I will here in a second. So I am UltraLlama. Yeah, and I'm just posting this on the Reddit community real
Sweet.
quick.
Yeah, we've done all our homework. You can tell. Yeah,
Yeah.
UltraLlama's been offline for a while, so we thought we'd do a friendly on the Saito website. So here we are. I'm the Reds, and when I have to talk strategy, I'll put you on mute so that you don't hear exactly what I'm going to do. But I will open in my traditional manner. That is not a surprise to anyone. And then I will.
You're not going to open like
Yeah,
3-3 and then 3 into Yugoslavia?
classic Comic-Con trap. I've literally never done the Comic-Con trap. I'm sure I shouldn't talk shade about it. I'm sure that someone out there has made it work for them.
The weirdest one that's ever worked I've seen was the guy. There's one player. It's been a long time since I even played him. That would set up into Finland and then try to score Europe immediately. Sometime.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
What was he? I guess he plays socialist governments, or I don't, and then score Europe immediately. Or
yeah,
it was crazy.
It seems like you're giving up a lot of long game equity for the initial score. But then I guess if you USSR, that's not shabby. If you want to try and beat the clock, as it were.
He beat me the first time, and he like beat me in 4 turns, and then the next 2 times I beat him. But yeah, like the first time it was kind of shocking. As like someone did that, you know?
I don't believe it. Right. Okay, I'm going to stick you on mute while I tell people what my headline plan is.
All right.
Otherwise, I'm giving you way too much information. So
yeah,
I'll be back with you in a second.
You already gave me your setup information. So
I know, right? Just giving it all away. Alright, so he can't hear us now, so we can say nasty things about him. It seems to me that if we get defected, it's sad, but De Gaulle Duck and Cover looks like a really nice opening headline here. So that's what we're going to go with. And I will take him back off mute.
Alright.
Did you hear any of that? This is where you say, no, I didn't hear any of that.
Oh no, I don't know what your headline. So now I'm gonna put mine on.
Yeah, you do you.
Strategy.
You do you.
We're just gonna headline de-stall here.
Yes, please.
Advantage. All right, let's see. I still gotta put my influence in. All right. So yeah, I will say on this stream, Card is probably gonna kick my butt because I've played 1 match in the past 6 months. I am not the former one of the best players in the world that I used to be.
There's only one way back up there then, isn't there? It's all good.
There is. Let's see. I still getting a little bit used to Saito because I can't. There's no take backsies on here.
There are definitely. Oh, actually, the undo function's getting better, but there is less take backsee than there is. So you can now reveal a card and change your mind, but you've like told your opponent you have that card. So there's a little bit of walking back. Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, so I the first time I played, I've only got 1 game that went through. It was against El Tutu, and I accidentally set up wrong. And I was like, "Oh, I'll just reverse that." I was like, "Oh,
nope, that ain't happening."
I forgot to like put an influence in Iran. MIDI scoring. I was like, "Crap."
Oh. It'll all come back.
All right.
Here we go. You've posted in. Oh yeah, cool. So we can. I'll set up. I'll put in the live stream section of Discord for those people who want to Twitch both at the same time, because there's a multi-Twitch, so they can have both of our streams at the same time if they're feeling. Although it'll be like slightly desynced, and that'll be a complete nightmare. But that's their problem, not ours.
Yeah, that's their problem.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're still way better at Twitch than me. I've only done a couple of Twitch streams. I've thought about the only other game I thought about streaming was Sea of Thieves, but yeah, we'll see if I do that.
I can play precious few games, so that's my problem, right? Besides this and like Magic, not very well. That's my entire repertoire, apart from card games. So I'm very limited.
Well, I would probably play more if if there were more like two-player board games, I would probably do more. But I don't want to play like the multiplayer ones where it's like four people because it's so difficult to get everything. But there's not like a lot of two-player board games, so
That there aren't.
I'm still figuring. And you headlined the Gaul, right?
You
So
bet I did.
I have to, and for people that aren't familiar with Saito, you just click on this game tab and log, and that's how you see sort of what's going on here.
Oh,
It's
you're
a little
so
bit more
nice to
manual.
explain the UX. I just open the tab and I'm like, I presume that you've seen this before, and if not, it's your problem. You're definitely way more customer focused than I am. I'm just like some schmo who
Yeah.
broadcasts games.
All right, I'm already in trouble in Europe. Let's see.
Well,
Oh, and there's my cat Ragnar. He is being nuts. I don't know if people can hear that.
I did hear a yell. I mean, technically Europe's mine and you get America, so, this seems fair to me. But then the person who's got the battlegrounds in Europe always says that, so what a cop out.
Been a while since I've played really good players, so let's see.
Oh, you flatter me. It
I
won't
really
work.
haven't, Yeah, so I guess the story, I think I might have told it to you already, is that when Playdeck did their great update in September, I couldn't play anymore for some reason. Well, for one day I could play, and then the next day, for some reason, I kept getting account errors, and I've
Oh,
never been able to get back
it
in.
just
And
balked
I
you.
don't feel like contacting the customer service.
You
So
never hear back. I've emailed them a couple of times about a couple of things, and it's like talking into the void.
yeah, that's what I figure. It's like,
So you've got a cat. I have
let's
a dog who's asleep at the other end of the sofa. She shouldn't give us any trouble.
see.
Okay, 5-year plan.
Let's see. I really hate that France move. I really hate it.
I'm always glad to disappoint. Okay. What do I like?
The old De Gaulle duck and cover
It's
trick.
nice when it lines
That's the
up.
one that's the one Zemo beat me with opening in that giant tournament several years back. I was in the final four and Zemo had that opening.
See, I wish I could blame the opening for losing to Z, but really, I just always lose to him. It's that simple. I'm like, welp, I may as well just set fire to the game board.
Yeah. I mean, I've only played him the once and it was sort of a lopsided luck match, so I don't know how a more even one. I mean, I'm sure he'd still beat me, but um,
One day I will be
I
him
had
and I'll
much,
just be like, I can retire now.
I had more luck against other top players than Zimowit. I beat Sankt once.
Nice. I've also never done that, so that's fine. There's just a
I
certain
don't even
level
remember.
like I'm comfortable with. I'm just like, well, maybe I'll never meet them. Like I can go to my grave knowing that. That's not a problem.
Well, and some of it really is because there's so much luck. Like, there's some great players that I'm like 3-0 against. And it's like I just got lucky those games, and then other great players I'm like 0-2 or 0-3. It's just like
They go that way. Uh, I have a game on Tuesday in the International Twilight Struggle League that I've been setting up for ages, and it's been like incredibly frustrating to find a time to organize the game. And I'm like, even though like I think I should win that game, I'm sure that Karma will be like, "Oh, you've been really frustrated setting this game up for you. Now you're gonna lose," and I'll be like, "Ah, damn it! Like nothing going for me." Wow, wow. Independent Reds. We'll see how long tracking works for me before it all goes tits up. There's usually a point at some point in the game where I just like just go. I can't reconcile the tracker to what's actually going on anymore.
All right, I did do a take backseat, but you can see what I played before, so that's interesting.
Oh, yep, yeah, that's right. So you can drop the card and then go, no, actually, I've changed my mind. So now I know you're holding independent reds. Oh, there's nothing like
Unless it was,
delicious
unless it was
known information.
fake. Independent, yeah, you can do a lot with that independent red. So I'm not in good shape in Europe. I'm not gonna lie.
Why would you lie?
I don't know.
What am I going to do? I am going to.
You should play Marshall Plan into Finland.
Only if you play D style. Quid pro quo.
Alright, this is one of those where I have to read the log to see what you did. So you went into South Korea.
Yep.
And it says U.S. places 3 in Japan, as if I did it.
Yep. You're allowed to. You're allowed to put your own influence in. You know the zoom function? I zoom the board out a bit so it's a little smaller, and that way you can have the log open without it like obscuring half the board. And this is where someone will come on stream find and be like, I can't see any of the board position. It's too tiny. You idiot.
Oh, Ragnar is joining me here. He might flop on the keyboard, which probably won't be a big issue with this game. It's a big issue with some other.
I can imagine. Since the plague, the dog has developed this really cool quirk where, like, if me and Mrs. C are on the sofa, she'll leave me alone entirely and go up to Mrs. C and, like, smash the keyboard with her paws to get her attention. It's like, it's deliberately designed to get a rise, and it works brilliantly. It's just the fact she doesn't dare do it to me. What a good dog. Blimey, you're already at 7 VP. This is going badly.
See, I would look at it the other way. I look at it going badly for me.
I mean, yeah, it's that whole like trade-off, isn't it? Board position versus development. Yeah. As things stand, you're fine on the tracker, but the day is young.
I think like a Sank style player would think it's going well because they're very VP focused, but me, I'm a little bit less that way. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hold that. What was it that I showed before accidentally?
Independent Reds.
I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna hold it for like 5 turns and smack you with it in turn 6. You won't know what hit you. You'll
right.
forget all about it.
Get your money's worth. All right. Here is what I'm gonna do, and it might be wrong, but I'm doing it.
And for the 2 people that might be watching, when I played UltraLlama on the Steam version, so it has the whole chat log there, and the whole gimmick was I would just say, "Oh, yeah, I'm UltraLlama," like once a turn, and I would never say anything else until like turn 5, and then I'd say some weird mathematical equation or something. It would just be the most random conversation ever.
We've got in-game chat, so you can't do that.
I can do that, but it seems really weird on Saito because like seriously, you have to like set up games and kind of get to know people first. So it's not like just talking to some random stranger.
I know, right? Yeah.
And,
the non sequitur thing did work a lot better on Playdeck. So no, the novelty users on Playdeck were a breath of fresh air for all the people who took it far too seriously. So you and Turdface and the rest causing trouble.
A few other profiles too. I had like an alpaca character that was slightly different than UltraLlama, but sort of similar. But I don't remember his name now.
Is that Epic Alpaca? to go with UltraLlama, or is that because I know an epic alpaca on another Discord, I think, so now I'm just getting confused.
No, I don't remember what the alpaca's name was. As like I'd played a bunch of games with Ultron, and I was like, I'm just gonna do this alpaca once, and the person on the other side of the game thought it was really funny, and they think it's a secret code from the CIA, and they're gonna try to decipher it. I was like, maybe it is. Maybe I'm not in good shape anywhere, except for Middle East, which has already been scored.
Things look better in Europe. You've got the ability to race there, so it doesn't look as shabby in Europe. So I mean, and Asia's just a matter of battlegrounds, but DEFCON's still quite high, so unusually so. Oh, I thought you said you were going to hold it.
Yeah, I'm screwing up my strategy
You
here.
are. It's still going to come back to bite you in the ass.
Yeah, it definitely will. I feel like this is a lame move.
You kind of sealed the
I'll probably
deal
make a
for
ton of
sure.
mistakes. I made a ton of mistakes in this other game I played, though I still won. But I didn't tell the people from Saito that I was like a really good player first. They probably thought I was some noob. I
That'll do.
used to be. I used to be a contender.
Yeah,
Now
I
I'm
mean,
just a
like
bum.
you're a newfound noob or something. Like, I guess it's nice that in Twilight Struggle the meta doesn't change like every few months, so you can come back and be like, oh yeah, I remember some of these cards.
Man, I can't figure out how to get rid of that player chat now.
Yeah, well the thing is, it spawns
Oh,
every
there
time
it is.
someone comments, so it's just repeatedly Xing it to try and get rid of it.
I I think the problem is like you don't have an actual username, so it's just that like endlessly
Oh
long
yeah, the weird
key,
key. Yeah.
and I think the X is not on there, so I don't know. I just managed to shut it, but I don't know how. I don't ask questions.
Yeah, you assert. That's fine.
Let's see. Do think one thing they should change on here is how coups work.
Yeah, yeah. The click through is somewhat dicey. Okay.
I have no idea. Oh, I rolled a one. Joy. But yeah, the problem is like you have to go play ops, and it's sort of confusing. Like I know, first time I did that, it's like, how do I coup?
Okay. Before I do this, yeah, I do the traditional scan of the board to make sure I haven't forgotten. Like, go straight into DEFCON suicide.
How did we get to two? Oh, did you coup?
I
Let's see. I
did.
gotta read the log.
The log.
Gotta read the log.
It's like bloody Star Trek. Yes, I could Egypt to get DEFCON down, so now you just get an op. One bland op.
All right. I'll
Spend it
take my
wisely.
bland up.
Whoa, that's not a bad way to spend it. UNI. Socialist governments. Alright. Already at +8. This game will be over in no time.
Until you come back. Till you mount the epic. Man, I didn't even realize you played the China card, so I guess you played it into Pakistan. I gotta like pay attention to this log. We're talking, and I'm not
No, no, no,
reading
no,
the
no, no, no.
log.
You need to pay absolutely no attention for as long as possible, because it's the only way I'm going to hustle you.
All right, so I'm probably gonna go ahead and headline decolonization here, just to throw him off bounds. Oh wait, I didn't have that on mute. Sorry.
Plus, you've also seen my hand, so you know that one's in there. Right. Okay. Headline time. I'll put you on mute and I'll talk for like 30 seconds tops.
All right, and I'll make a lot of loud noises while
Yeah,
you're
that's
doing
right.
it to be distracted. I'm just kidding.
So, Cambridge 5 might yield Asia,
Ultra,
50-50
ultra,
chance.
ultra,
Um,
ultra
so
llama,
we can do that.
ultra,
Breaking
ultra,
Europe's not going to work very well.
ultra llama.
And
Screwing
he's at
up
5-4.
card strategy.
So, Romanian abdication doesn't flip Dom. So, we will go Cambridge 5, hoping to get Thailand and get a coup off on Venezuela. They've got no 4-op cards, which is a bit scummy. So maybe we can go, yeah, NORAD coup, Venezuela, not attractive. But they've got no way of dropping DEFCON. Okay, I'm back. I just agonized to myself for like longer than I should have. So let's do
Yeah, I'm agonizing over the headline too.
this
Let's
headline.
see.
It is decided. There is no coming back. Because there's no undo function, as we've established.
Yeah, I'm still agonizing on mine too. Let's see. Hmm. Yeah, right. I don't like it, but the Sharif don't like it.
Oh, that's. Oh. At least I was dominating, because I would have been really pissed if you'd have done that before I had a chance to screw with your influence.
That's the only thing that makes me a little bit happier is that you headline Cambridge 5 there.
You know it.
Cambridge 5, the sneaky puppet governments.
Alright, this is potentially a complete nightmare. But, big money, no whammies. Oh, not quite enough. Tragedy.
Let's see. I gotta manually check the DEF CON here, and it is at 2.
It is,
All
but
right.
I would say, but feel free to coup somewhere, but you can't. NATO. Someone's drowning in ops. Feeling rich. Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead and play D-Stall. Go ahead and play it. Or D-Call. Yep, there we go.
I do as bid. I have access, so let's steal that one. Playing into non-battlegrounds always makes me feel a little dirty, but it'll do.
I've been playing into non-battlegrounds way more this game than I had anticipated.
Going big.
Guess I can only put this up like one place. All right. I feel like this game is the opposite of my normal games. Well, no, I don't have a big VP lead anymore, do
It is melting away.
I?
I'm doing my best.
Let's see. Laos and Burma. All right.
Yeah, we're fighting over a scored region. Weird times. See, we're both newbies.
Yeah.
sure you don't want to event that?
I've, I always think it's funny. It's happened before, like someone eventing that on me, and I'm just like, okay, do I really just win the game here on turn two?
Hey, if they're gonna offer, I remember when I started playing, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll 5 year plan away that kind of crummy card. That's no problem." And then I'm like, "Oh, AR6, I'm inventing CIA created. That was a mistake." So we go that way. You make mistakes, right? I couldn't make that any better. So a measly victory point. And then we've got what, 5 and 6 to actually do something fun.
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose, but this game is shaping up interesting.
It is. Have more faith in
Totally
yourself,
in
man.
an unexpected fashion. Yeah.
It's not like it's going to be over in turn 4. It's going to go.
Yeah.
It's going to go some distance.
Let's see. You played Europe scoring.
I did for one paltry victory point. Let's hope I win by a victory point now. I'll never talk dirty about only getting 1 VP in Europe again.
Winning by 1 victory point is definitely more of a me thing.
Yeah, I've squeaked through with a couple before, and I've only ever had one tie online or in real life. So that was fun. But
Really, just one? I've
just the
had
one.
so many tie on play deck, and people get mad because it goes to the U.S. But yeah, I don't know. I've probably had like 6 or 7 tie on play deck.
That is crazy.
I was the master at like some narrow U.S. comeback where you just win by one.
By a whisker.
That's like most of my wins against like elite players is like something stupid like that.
Yeah, I'm thankfully not prone to like self-analysis. So even if I lose by like 1 or 2 victory points, I'm like, oh well. Rather than like staying up, staring at the ceiling at night, going like, was there some way I could have won? I think I'm far too much of a nihilist when it comes to board games. I'm just like, they're fun to play, and then I forget about them.
See, I definitely analyze after it. I'm one of those people.
I think that's why I enjoy sticking up on YouTube. It's basically me crowdsourcing good advice. I'm like, tell me what you saw. I'm not going to watch this again. And then people are like, oh man, you really screwed that up. And I'm like, okay, screwed that up. I'll try not to do that again.
See, the problem is I keep not realizing you make a move here. I think that's the thing they could do. They could put like a little prompt on the screen here. That would actually be pretty easy to do. I could do that. I'm not like a badass web developer. Let's see. What should we do here?
So many choices. While you're cogitating, I'm going to put you on mute again and talk. So the board position is not necessarily spectacular in South America, but we're now likely to hold Europe for a while at neutrality. Oh, Korean War as well.
That is a really
Break it.
weird log. South Korea wins the Korean War.
We can play into Iraq here, hopefully. Yeah, I know, right? They actually declare a victor, which is it's slightly controversial, I guess. But there probably aren't many North Korean people playing the game, so that'll do for me.
Ooh,
There you go.
England.
Spend that extra op wisely.
You actually did me a favor here.
I always do. I'm so generous.
Actually, not a
I'm like
actually not a
without the
huge
beard.
favor, but it does totally change my move.
Oh, you get to blockade something slightly less. So it's gonna be.
I didn't have a good 3 out there,
Is it
so that's
Fidel, I guess, right? Yeah, Vietnam revolts. Oh, nice of you. That'll come back.
Yeah, I didn't have a
It'll
I
come
didn't
back.
have a single 3-op in my hand, so
Ah.
yeah. It was like crap, I gotta hold this stupid thing.
Right, once we hit the turn 3 headline, I'll put you on mute again because I will be telling everyone what your cards are. And I don't want to remind you. You can just look at them.
Let's see. Oh, go here.
So his obvious play would be Vietnam and Philippines to level up in Asia, or break Egypt or Iraq to get domination back in the Middle East. But instead, he's just walking around South America, which is legit. He's got access.
I don't know if that's the right move or not, but
I was talking about it
whatever.
while you were moving, so we'll reconvene. Right, I'm going to stick you on mute while I work out what your cards are, but I'll talk again in a minute.
All right. I'm totally not gonna work out what yours are. I'm gonna be lazy.
That works for me. Right, so, well, he got Purge, which is not great for us, because that's kind of a decent headline. And sadly also got D-Style. We got Suez and Warsaw and Fidel. They also got Marshall Plan, which doesn't do a lot now. They've got a lot of battlegrounds around. And they got Special Relationship and Truman Doctrine, so we just have to make sure they don't do anything to tap. And we got Redealt, Duck and Cover, Arab-Israeli War, and the Cambridge 5. So Cambridge 5 for the headline looks like the best one. Because Suez doesn't swing domination. And although Nora's active, they've not put anything in Candia, which works for us. So we'll probably go Cambridge 5 here, yeah? Yeah. Okay. Right. I've predicted your headline. And now I'll do mine.
I didn't predict yours because I'm being really lazy on strategy, and I'm not gonna try to figure out what your cards are.
Casual's fine.
I can't really think what's missing right off the top of my head anyway. I can think of a few things.
Well, you've got all the goodies I wanted, so...
Yeah, you probably figured. I know you probably figured that one out. So let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. I didn't realize it hadn't let me headline yet. There we go. It makes the USSR headline first. Oh, Cambridge 5 again. Wow.
Well, I mean, my nearest... I work in Cambridge, so when I feel like I'm playing that card, I'm like, it's a noble service.
Does that mean you're a secret commie? I guess you are a commie in this game.
I'm an open communist, yeah. Deal with that. Okay. This is crap, but I'm going to do it.
Did I headline what you thought I was going to headline?
You absolutely did. That went as well as I could have hoped. I actually have a snowman's chance in hell now in South America, which I'll take.
That sucks. That sucks ass. All right. I'm probably
the llama doesn't like it. Llama no like.
The llama doesn't like it. Man, I red scared you too, so that
I know, right? That was a power coup. See, purges do nothing in communist Russia. So his best play here is probably to use Marshall Plan.
This is ahead of the game. Venezuela is not supposed to go commie till the 2000s.
No, Chavez came early. So yeah, Marshall to realign here. Obviously, I'll have to coup Colombia, so they'll get Milops, but I'll have to deal with that.
I really hate this move, but I'm gonna do it. Oh, God damn it! Yeah, that didn't work. At all.
I am so delighted to hear that.
have not had good die roll luck this game, that's for sure.
There we go. We can spend the entire turn coup warring if that's what you want to do. I'm just telling you I'm entirely ready for it.
I'm sure you are, but that is the we're just gonna move on from
Yep.
that bad luck.
Move on with your life.
Yeah.
You're over it. Okay. So first, this. Now that you 5-year planned, there's no way I can try and persuade you to pull duck and cover out my hand. That's always fun. Like the old casual 5-year plan event that actually leads to suicide.
Yeah. Let's see.
Okay, I think I've got the rest of my turn mapped
Gonna
out unless
check
you
where they.
surprise me.
Oh, those cosmonauts are catching up to me.
That's right. Sputnik's in the air.
Man, I almost played
D-Style.
Wait, let's see.
You should do.
Yeah.
That would be a great help. I've got my eye on Chile.
Yeah, I almost pushed play for ops. I guess it would have let me go back, and you already know I have it anyway. But that would have been disastrous.
So,
I could try to pretend I really needed those 3 ops there. Like, yeah.
okay.
I definitely think you're in better shape than me, but it's a really weird and interesting board.
It is. I would have been more worried if that coup in Venezuela hadn't gone quite so bloody well. Like if you had been at 10 VP in South America at the end of turn 3, it would have been pretty hairy. But hopefully now, Decol and D-Style, you greedy sod. Oh well.
Yeah, that's and
Such is life.
I meant to space decall first, and I accidentally spaced D-stall. And if you notice, I was like hesitating when I said D. I was like, "Oh crap!"
Yeah.
Wrong one.
Give me all the delicious
But
hidden information you have.
Yeah, but luckily
Woo!
D-stall space worked. My astronauts are better than your cosmonauts.
They
and,
are. They're better funded, but you know, we've got Moxie, so that helps. So that realign in South Africa went very nicely for me.
God, man, I'm getting crushed on these die rolls right now. I don't think I've had a single die roll go my way.
Oh, see,
Well, except on the space race. I'm just rolling high the entire time.
it turns out it's not
Or
play deck
low.
that's rigged. It's all dice rolling games that are rigged.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. You played Erebus really well, right?
That's right. One realign roll is all I need because it's always the last one that does the job, even if it's just one op. Sweet, sweet Romanian influence.
Too bad I didn't hold independent reds to turn 6.
Okay, it's not just Chavez who's coming. The old boy's here now as well.
Oh, Fidel. Alrighty.
Okay. Things are looking a bit more red. So even if I'm a few VP behind where I'd like to be at the end of turn 3, I'm fairly content.
I think you're in better shape than me, but then everything can change in the mid-war. So
it sure does.
Let's hope I get all the good cards in the mid-war.
Yeah, and roll well, of course, despite it being rigged. Man, I'm going to be nice and remind you that NATO is not in effect, so eventing it did nothing.
Well, it did one thing.
It did the same thing as if you'd not evented it.
Yeah, but I wanted to event it.
I know.
I wanted those
to honor the special relationship.
To make sure they knew that I was special relationshiping them.
It's a proper handshake. Right. Let's see what we got in the reshuffle.
Though that is one of the funny cards because it does exactly the same thing in both cases if it's not evented. Let's see.
Last 2 cards are that one and that one.
Alright, so I got a really bad hand here, and I'm going to event We Will Bury You. All right.
Okay, so I won't do a card that drops Defcon because he's gonna play We Will Bury You.
I think one of my favorite victories of all time though was it was a game there was no way I was gonna win. I was down like 17 VPs, down in almost every region, had the most miserable luck, and my opponent for some reason headlined Summit on turn 4.
Oh,
And I don't remember what I had. It wasn't even like something good. It was just something that lowered DEFCON. And, and he was ahead on regions too, but he
oh
missed the
man,
roll.
that is not good.
I was like, that has to be the one of the worst losses ever. Hmm.
Choices.
Mm-hmm.
So, lads, is the best of a bad lot there. But we'll want to get Korf in Brazil if we
I'm
can to level up.
terrified of your next coup roll. I wish I had
There
a
we go.
DEFCON degrader here.
Good news for us. Ooh boy.
You headlined. Oh, you headlined the Death Squids.
That's right. And it is plus
That's one of
one.
those
Yeah,
jokes
not
that
to a max. So,
That's one of those jokes that no one on here gets, but like a long time ago, I was on a message board and there was this one guy who was not very smart who would constantly misspell and make typos for everything. And he was complaining about the death squids in Latin America. And it's just like that's stuck with me for over a
nice.
decade. It is now death squids.
Those squids are the worst. Well,
Ugh.
that went almost as well as I hoped for, but not quite.
Ugh. I really hate this move.
Going big. Oh, using it for ops. Poor man.
That's why I hate this move. Playing
Okay.
it for ops is what you do against the Playdex AI because they never take anywhere worth rush warring.
Hmm. Right, this is where you
What?
discard 5 really rank cards.
I don't think I've gotten to do this yet on here, so let's see.
Click
Make sure
carefully.
I don't accidentally get rid of all my own
That's
cards.
right, yeah. Don't want grain sales, don't want Voice of America. They're rubbish. Why would I want those?
Click here when you're done discarding. Well, it went pretty well for you. It wasn't like a lot of great ones to discard.
Oh, very risk averse. Throwing away the neutrals.
All the rest were U.S. cards. Where'd you go? You went Venezuela and Botswana. Good old Botswana.
That's right. Still very finely poised. Very finely poised.
This event is
Oh, dang it.
much
Dang
weaker
it.
than I would like it to be right now.
Still, it's not shabby. Always nice to flit around.
The surprising thing, this is normally a really strong event on turn 4, and it's
Yeah, and yet you're already
not
like
that
all around the
strong.
board, yeah.
Yeah, we've had all the. We definitely got spread out on the board way quicker than typical. Hardly anywhere to even put this thing. All right.
Uh, yeah, that's fine. So, uh,
Oh no, you an intervention. You
that's right.
sure?
We are going to take Algeria before you do anything there.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna score this before you can realize that you could maybe get domination.
No, resigned to that in Europe. You can have it, but I am going to event that.
Ah,
I'm gonna keep
stupid
chipping
arm
away. Gonna demoralize you slowly.
waiting for information from your peers. All right.
It's so depressing
All right, I'm
for
gonna
me to
roll
be one of your
one
peers.
because I always roll a one. How did I roll a 0?
Because of lads. So lads gives you a -1 modifier. And so you rolled a 1,
Okay.
-1 for 0.
I forgot about the death squids. I did roll a one though.
Yeah.
I am starting to think these dice are rigged against me right now.
Dem squids. I'm gonna punt Nixon to space, following getting rid of Yusuri. So China's mine, all mine.
Ooh.
Yay!
Well, you're gonna win this game for sure now.
That's what Turdface always said, and I never did. I only played him the once actually, but it was so funny. It was like, yeah, every time you do well, he was like, "This game's in the bag, it's yours." And it's like, it's one good coup, it's not over. It's like, this game is yours, it's in the bag, don't worry about it. I'm like, oh, I know what you're doing, and it's not attractive.
All right, I'm gonna have to bring out the big ops here.
Oh, didn't fancy the event. Ah, clean.
Oh, I rolled a 3. That's my best roll the entire game.
Uno, dos, tres. Cuatro, cinco, cinco, seis.
Colombia, Angola, South Africa.
Mm-hmm. All about their mid-war regions now.
I feel like about this time I'm supposed to hear Fidel give his Africa speech. Yeah, I'm pretty screwed in this game. I really think that.
The game is young. You can, like, flip Venezuela, although, you've ditched ABM, so now it's just Junta, right? So there's still time. Be patient.
Pretty
And
bad there. The fact that you got rid of both China cards is what concerns me.
For
On
sure.
turn 4.
Way! He got his VP. He did a Sanct. I don't do that anywhere near enough as the Middle East. So I was like, Middle East as USSR. So I was like, yeah, go for it.
I don't think I have a chance at this point. This one's going to be really tough to come
You
back.
peeking. Must remember. Must remember you peeking. Okay, so I have got my cards. I have many cards. What am I going to do with them? What am I going to do? That and that and that and that and
should headline
that.
You should headline Panama Canal or
He should,
but
he is dangerously unpredictable. So it's hard to say. Okay, I have...
Actually, I think BOA would be a great headline for you here.
Wouldn't it always? I mean, if you've got to play, best to get it out of the way. I think this is fine. What you gonna do about
this,
that?
what do you mean?
Well, you can see it now, or at least you should be able to see it now.
Well, I can't see it till I headline mine because it doesn't make us do it simultaneously. Oh wait,
you've got peeking.
Right. I forgot.
Oh well, you're welcome. I think it does directly above your card hand. It says like your turn to pick headline. Opponent has picked this card.
Oh, okay, man, that is. I see. Yeah, that it barely shows it. It does. It just says WWBY.
Oh yeah, so there you go. Abbreviations.
That's why I did not realize that. Okay, man. Yeah, this one's. You're gonna sank me despite my early lead. I think you're gonna sank me on this one. Let's see. Hmm.
I think I only know one of your cards, so I'm a long way from clean knowledge.
All right.
Middle
I
East
am
for
actually.
0.
I feel like the little log that predicts who's gonna win this has shifted about 80 to 90% in your favor at this point.
So
I can't even have you an intervention. It's impossible. So Brezhnev Doctrine into Zaire. Great. Yeah, you've got this game won. I don't think there's anything I can do really.
I like to hear the sound of my opponent's soul breaking. So, it's music to my ears. Yummy.
Gave you that big VP.
Do you love Big VP? Big VP are my favorite kind of VP as well. Oh, now I've turned bashful. Okay, I have a fork in the road.
You should play grain cells. That would be a really good move here.
It's the best way to get a card out of my hand, I guess. Now that 5-year plan's gone. Let's have a look at the pool. Oh yeah, sorry, you've just played that. It would help if I actually continue to track cards instead of just be a casual.
I'm being a casual, so I check the discard every now and then, but I've like not looked back at anything at all.
Gimme Zaire. You cannot have. And now I know you can't Asuri me in Asia.
Yeah, I really don't see any way I can win at this point.
Well, hey, that gives us time for a double header.
Let's see. Yeah. Hopefully I don't roll only ones on the second one. Yeah, this is literally this is a dog shit. This is normally the midway favors the U.S. quite a bit,
and I'm the
and
one
this
with the dog.
definitely favored you pretty significantly. That's true. That is true. I have the cats, and they're not over here right now. They're normally bugging me, and they're not at all. They're just hanging out.
You've got more than one. Ragnar and
Luna's the other one.
Luna. Cool. I came from a cat household, but we transitioned to dog.
See, he came over right when I said that. He's like, "Oh,
Called for you.
Me? I'll start biting you and rolling on the table in front of you." Little Viking kitty. You're actually being pretty sweet right now. You're not being bitey, which is not typical for you.
For now.
All right, I'll play my one VP here.
Delicious.
I mean, you're probably thinking it's like pretty crazy. I'm only not putting more ops in there, but you should see my hand. Hi. Yeah, you're purring.
Well, yes, you will be pleased to know that that one VP is just enough to keep you in the game. So,
well,
we continue. And of course, now I've yielded the China card, so there's that going for you as well. So much more time to fight now.
Let's see. Yeah, there's no way at this point.
There's a way. There's a way.
Unless you just happen to have South America, and then it's still a long shot.
Oh, ye of little faith.
Yeah, this I'm not a forfeiter, but if I were, this would be time to forfeit, to be honest.
I mean, you play Central America scoring, it's technically a forfeit.
Yeah.
But no, here the glorious comeback begins.
Hey there, Jerky.
Because I have to start
You're being very good.
bleeding VP back to you. The Pope. The Dip. Oh, going big on Chile. Okay.
Yeah, I wonder what I could possibly have in my hand that would cause that.
I have no idea.
What great cards could I have here that would do that? Yeah, as soon as you headline, we will bury you. I knew it was over. And David Accords.
That's right.
That's
Since
nice.
you've ditched the Middle East, I'm just like totally handing you control.
I still got to give you another point.
Woohoo!
Because I can't space it. I still rolled a 1. What is up with these dice?
Well, when it's going for you,
I
it's
guess
going
it might
for
as well give me a 1 in a game I'm already losing and have no chance at winning. So
I did have grain, but I decided not to play it. I thought maybe that was. I thought it was misleading advice.
Yeah, a very strategic decision on your part.
Yeah, I know. It took all of my brain power. Allende! What a surprise! Okay, well, this makes me feel dirty. But you got ahead in space before me, and I figured grain sales was worse.
All I gotta say is if I somehow come back from this one, this would be the biggest comeback I've ever had. And I've probably had like a dozen storybook comebacks that are insane, so
Well, what can I say? I live to give. If that's the narrative we're going to craft, at least it's fun for everyone.
yeah. It's not happening though. I don't see it really that Venezuela coup is what's destroyed any possibility
It was pretty huge,
of
for sure.
yeah. I might have been outside chance of coming back without that. Buddy.
Okay.
Nigeria and India. All right.
I'm just pushing it around.
Yeah, I had like a hand of 0 and 1 ops, so not a lot I could do. I
No,
couldn't
no.
even play Will. I was gonna have to make Willie Brandt my hold card there for a second because I was gonna lose the game, but let's see.
Seven, 8, 9. Ah, yes, I'm picking first, aren't I?
You should headline Summit, even though it's in the discard.
I should get it back to headline up because it's so delectable. Fun headlines are fun. They're fun for a reason. A little bit of uncertainty goes a long way. Right. So, let's have a quick look in the pile. Okay. So, that's gone. Okay, there's a couple of cards that make my life a little bit difficult. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it's gonna be too late for me, but I hope they all make life difficult for you.
That's right. So I'm gonna play this one in the hopes that total information goes a long way.
Yeah, I don't think you're actually. Oh, wait a minute. Did you really headline that?
I really headlined it, unless I misclicked. No, okay, good. I did headline that. Junta. That is the card that I feared you headlining. So you're 1 for 1.
Oh, but I guess you don't have to. That's right. You don't have to coup with it.
I do not.
Well, I meant you don't have to coup with Lone Gunman. For some reason in my head, I'm thinking you have to coup with it, but you don't.
Okay. Right.
Did I fail on a coup again? Let's see.
You
Yeah, I
roll
rolled a two.
A2.
Man,
I would
I
consider
have not
that.
rolled a single good die roll this entire game.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 'em. Right. Okay. So I will. And then I will.
Yeah, I made the wrong decision. I was gonna headline missile envy, but
Well, no,
really wanted Venezuela.
now you can't. It's always fun to use Muslim Revolution with Missile Envy. It's like, oh, it's like a 11 op swing. Me getting to play it rather than eventing it against you.
All right, you went India as well.
Duh.
Screw it. Let's just go for it.
Okay.
I'm not going to win anyway, so we'll see what you got.
I have that. And I'm still in the damn trap. That is bad for me.
Because you roll high and I roll low, so that ended up working out okay, I guess.
Oof. Punchy.
I don't want to do that, but I don't have a choice, do I?
Indeed. The one advantage to being in the trap was I get to do this now. And it ends. So, meh. It worked out tolerably. Although, of course, Asia will now swing to you. 6 VP swing, not bad. Little step to finish. Ooh boy, that's expensive. But I also have some
I get to drag
expensibles.
it out a little bit longer so you can win with war games.
Yeah, maybe. But you've got that as well, so that's gone. Like
Okay.
that's a healthy swing.
So wait, you escaped? Okay, with VOA. All right. So, yep. All right. Let's just take. Wait a minute.
You can take. Wait a minute. That's fine.
Hmm. Humana, humana, humana. You know what? No, never mind.
Thinking about being greedy.
I am. Okay, no, I don't want to make that move that I was going to make.
Sensible.
Ugh.
That's a good sound.
Should have seen that one coming.
That poor boy's been in your hand for like 3 turns. Woof! Power coup.
Oh, I finally got a good coup.
All right, I'll have to do this now. Big coup back. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And we're going into turn 7, so the reshuffle is coming.
Let's see.
Did you not discard OPEC?
No, I did not.
That seems like a whoopsie. I mean, it's only like a little
Yeah.
whoopsie because you can still space it, and because I'm not like massively into the oil countries, but whew, ka-ching. That is nice for you, and I am resigning myself to finding somewhere for a measly operations point, which is going to be in Algeria. Oh man, 6, -6. I was at -19. What happened? The dam broke. At least the deck is very red. There's that going for me.
Is the final one? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I had really bad luck. This was my redraw.
Oh, yeah, when you ask not and you get the nasty scorer. That is harsh.
Yeah, one card. I only discarded one card, and that's what I got. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Reshuffle card timing is everything now.
I thought about not discarding anything too, but I did.
That one. You have that one. I have that one. And that one. Which means you have those 3, I guess, unless I've been tracking it badly. Which I may have. And then we re-add the discards, and I got that. And that. And that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And although you get Headline Peak, which means you can chuck it, that's probably still a nice card to play because it forces you to play one if you have one
Let's see.
in the headline. Or I get to do shenanigans.
Oh, Twilight invite created. Okay, now I can headline. Let's see. All right, get prepared for another one roll.
Oh man, you're just drowning in South America cooing influence. You really
All right,
like
I'm
to
just gonna roll a
destabilize the
one.
world. Yes, please.
Only roll one, so
Oh, a 2.
there we go, two.
Still shabby, I'm
I
afraid.
swear my
Sorry.
average coup roll in this game is like 1.4. I don't think I've rolled anything above a 3.
It is unusually harsh, I will concede.
I guess I did
Okay.
have that one in Colombia after my third try. That one was, I think that was a 5, but that's it.
So, let us. Okay. This game's going reasonably deep.
All right, Venezuela, Nigeria.
I think I know 6 of your cards, but the other 2 are unknowns. Why do I only have 6 cards? Oh yeah,
I
that
know.
one.
Oh yeah, what one?
It's right. Yeah, that one. That one. You will not trick me into revealing a card.
I don't know any of your cards because I'm not tracking. I should have set like a 20-minute timer so no one could
Oh yeah,
track.
Blitz style. Alas,
Oh, I finally rolled a 5. When I didn't want it.
So, next on the agenda, I guess I can be fairly lazy. I'm going to take
A
Saudi.
Venet.
Yeah, no, almost. Got to be careful with them misclicks. Ooh, that was one of my cards I didn't know you had.
Maybe I should have played something else.
Okie
Oh, that's right.
dokie.
That was a stupid move on my part. I forgot. Lost Formosa.
That's right, Formosa is gone, and because you played in West Germany, I can now play that more safely, because you're just taking out of a garbage zone.
Yeah.
Choices. Uh, oh, one op is so bland. So bland. I am going to place it in Burma.
Ah, Burma. Let's see. All right.
Oh man, that's another one I didn't know you had.
Well, I never
Man,
roll, so
Venezuela has been true to the communist way, like the entire war. I'm proud of them. They've got a place in my heart. Oh, that's funny. NATO's not in play, is it? I played NATO on turn 4 thinking, um, interesting. Yeah, I played NATO on turn 4 thinking it would activate, but of course it hasn't because Marshall and Warsaw didn't come off. See, I don't know how to play the game. Defcon
don't worry.
4,
This
eh?
favors you because I only roll 1 on coups so
I know.
far. So.
It's very good of you, thank you. So I guess with Defcon at 4, the best thing to do is try and take back North Korea. Oh, well, not quite, but almost. It was the fourth roll that did it as well. It's always the last roll. So you salted that back. So let's put that in your hand.
Did I roll a 1 again? I swear the dice are broken.
Technically you rolled a 2 because remember it's already subtracted the salty 1. Okay.
Why does salt have a -1 modifier?
Salt puts a -1 on all coups after salting for both players. Salt
Why do I
reads,
not
improved
remember
Defcon 2 levels, further coup attempts incur a -1 die roll modifier for both players for the remainder of the turn. People only read the last
How
bit,
do
which
I
is
not
player may
remember?
sort through the discard pile and reclaim the non-scoring card. That's the bit everyone remembers, but they forget the -1.
I forgot the -1. Let's see. Well, you've got the game again, so.
It's back in the palm of my hand, but it can turn on a dime.
Actually, I did roll a 1, right?
You you you
No,
roll
no,
you
that's
rolled a
right. Because
2.
it says
Yeah, it says US
it
rolls
said I
1, but
rolled
it's
a
with the 1
0.
modifier.
It said I rolled a 0 earlier. That's right. I'd
That's right.
forgotten about that.
I know. Rolling 0 on a
my
d6, you
my
know your day's going
0
badly.
roll. I rolled a 0.
You got
This
that.
is
You got the
ridiculous.
big fat 0.
I have not rolled anything but a 1 or 2 almost the entire game. This is nuts.
It is. It is genuinely not going well for you. So we are at AR7, which means that I need to bag some Millops. But the question is, how? And who, what, when, where, and why? So I guess the best way is a gentle coup on Uruguay.
You don't want to go for Costa Rica.
I
It's
like to.
fun.
I like a softer target. Oh, there you go. I did all right, even with
Eh,
the -1, baby. That's what I like to see. Right, you can have another brush. Keep sweeping.
all right. Well, it's just gonna be a 1, so it doesn't really
One, one,
matter.
one, 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 one. Ooh.
Did
Whoop,
it not work?
whoop,
Happened. There
whoop.
it goes.
It made it
I
16
finally got
influence in Venezuela.
it. It only took me 7 turns to
You
have a
got
good
there.
coup roll,
And
but
and now all I can hope is that we don't see South America scoring before final.
yeah, that's all right. You'll roll a 6 here on your coup, so
So, okay. You're peaking. So I guess that the best headline is something that makes you sad. So it's got to be that one. That always makes people sad in late war.
I
Oh
forgot
yeah,
what Iran Contra is. Iran Contra the realign,
it
or is
is.
it? Yeah, that's the realign one. Okay, let's see.
Uh, just another nerd reminded me that actually, if you stack things like Salt and Latin American Death Squads, you can technically roll a minus number on a d6, which is truly depressing. Grain.
Oh man, this is not
Oh,
the card I wanted.
Coor event, the classic quandary.
It's really an easy quandary, except that I keep rolling 1s on every single
Oh,
roll.
you're so
So
bashful.
let's see. All right.
He's going for it. Is it a 1?
I don't know because I gotta go through a bunch of prompts first. Let's see.
You gets it.
Well, apparently it's reversed, and I don't roll 1s now. I only did that the first 7 or first 6.5 turns.
So, Let's get that in there as well.
So let's see, South Africa and Burma. You really like Burma lately. All right.
Love Burma.
Well, we'll just go ahead and score it. We'll go ahead and score this bad boy.
Dang it! Thanks for that coup in Nigeria. That would have given me the game again by VP. You are absolutely crushing my soul with your scoring timing. Nicely done. Nicely done. It's good to see. It's good to make it exciting, you know?
Still think there's almost no way I could come back, but we'll see.
You've got good old turn 10 AR7 still to go for you. So live in hope. Live in hope. That's gone. And that's in my hand. And I've got... No, that's fine. I'm up to speed. Ooh, Thief. China card Thief. So I am absolutely overprotecting those before you cause any shenanigans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'll take that one for extra balance.
All right.
Okay, so now South America scoring has scored. Oh, there's another 3 VP. See, they just keep coming. Thick and fast. Tippy tap.
I think there's a chat on another Twilight Struggle game in the community chat.
It's a place where they come to have fun.
I don't think you can you not? I thought you couldn't observe yet. But maybe you can.
I've lost track of where they are with observer mode. I think they have it now, but I've obviously not tried, which doesn't help. So I'm being asked an opinion on something I've not done, and I'm not the sort of person to opine in total ignorance, just partial ignorance.
All right, I guess I might as well break this out while I can.
Oh, he's going big. And 3 will not do it. Where are we at? 5. 5, 5, 5. In which case... Oh yes, I was grain sales, wasn't I? In which case, let's just do this, because it's fun. 1 less card for you. Don't pull a red card, don't pull a red card. Yay! That is a pull.
Oh, man.
Boom. That's what happens when you sleep on that.
That was definitely the worst one you could have pulled. The
Nailed
others
it.
I would not have given a crap about.
Pretty
All right,
sick. Pretty sick.
All right.
Oh,
Back
if
to
only I'd
my.
pulled Summit. Can you imagine the tragedy?
Yeah, that's what I was hoping you'd pull. Okay, back to my 1 and 2 rolls.
A medium-sized coup. Okay, let's do 2 in there.
The only benefit of me rolling terribly on coups is you don't have anywhere good to coup.
This is true. This is true. There is that.
All right, I don't have any choice but to vent this crap.
I'm guessing it's a red one.
It is the red
Nice.
one.
Okay, you know, it could be worse. Let's have let's jam up Angola as well. Let's be greedy. Gonna go for another coup? No. Okay, so we will event that and set defcon just to 2, not 1. He gets his millops the old-fashioned way. So, still in Wargames threshold. Going into turn 9. South America, of course, is a disaster zone, but otherwise the board isn't horrific for USSR. And tear down this wall having gone makes Europe significantly more attractive, so that's a bonus. And despite being laggedly in space, I'm still in a spacing 2 ops place, so that's handy with some gross late war cards. And that's my life story. Special relationship. Still not very special, thanks to NATO.
Yeah, stupid NATO. Not happening. Though we reversed the narrative in Venezuela, Chavez
We
came in
sure
power in
Che
the
is dead.
60s.
Man,
And then there was a capitalist revolution in the
I know.
80s or
That is
something
a
there.
hell of a revolution. Cote d'Ivoire and Argentina. Yep. Okay, I'm going to get turn 9. And what's the card under the log? There is no card under log because you have the China card. So, what have we got? What do we got? We got this, and we got that, and we got this, and we got that, and we've got this, and we've got
Luna, stop it.
that, and we've got... Was she testing her claws on something?
Yes, she's testing her claws on a chair that's right next to the scratching post.
Oh, I know. They always do that, don't they? Like, oh, I'm right by the thing you bought me to scratch. I'm just going to scratch this thing.
She's like, I like that one too. I just like this scratching post more.
I love it all. Give it to me. Okay, I'm going to show you a really, really boring headline card because I don't like you seeing fun things. You're not here to have fun.
Oh, I am here to have fun. I don't care. Let's see. One small step. Huh. One small step. All right.
Ah, stealing yourself some VPs. I get one back. And I can still have a coup.
Ooh, that destroys my whole reason for playing that. Let's see.
She agreed. It's the best kind.
Yeah, we might as well. Might as well. Don't have to worry about Iran now, so.
That is true. So let's punt you out of those. Okay. It didn't fundamentally alter the scoring there. I couldn't quite snag domination, so I will accept neutrality. Oh boy, Iran's now looking delicious. And with terrorism gone, that's basically free ops.
Yeah, the Ayatollah really wants to make sure that Iran is in the Soviet sphere. I don't have a whole lot else to do with this card, do I? All right.
Feeling an embarrassment of riches. Okay, for the second time this game, I'm gonna reach out my long arms and steal some VPs.
Damn it. All right. Damn you.
That is definitely the response I want to hear. I don't want to hear, oh, that's fine.
Let's see. I guess I should check which turn we're on because sometimes I forget. Nah. Have you ever done that? Like, and you're on like turn 9 and you think it's turn 10 and you
You
start
would not
doing like your
believe
ending
how many
game?
times I've done it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
especially async. I'm a nightmare at async with that. I like do like an amazing, especially as American, do like an amazing AR7 play and go good game, and then they deal more cards, and I'm like, ah, crap.
Yeah, I've done it so many times. Somehow it's never burned me, but I've done it so many times. And like, oh. All right, you get another friendly card here. Use it wisely, son.
Oh, nice barracks. I guess accessibility is fun. Yeah, that's all right. Man, you're being dealt a sheaf of red cards. Straight back in. And we are on AL4. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, if I'm going to do that, now's the time to play this. Let me see what else you got. You've got war games, you dog. Well, I'm going to take that off you, obviously, because Defectors is way less exciting. So yes, put war games in the pile. So I'm not winning by war games this game either. It's going to final. We're going the distance. And you had Warsaw Reform, Defectors, and Suez.
Nope, you got it all wrong. All wrong.
I have a
Hey,
tendency to do
fake.
that.
All right, let's just send the reformer into orbit.
Yep, okay. That seems sensible. Uh, that's not me like being really passive aggressive as well. I do that a lot. Sometimes I forget we're actually in the middle of a conversation, but I say that a lot during games. Like that seems sensible. Like I would do that play, not like this person's a total idiot and I'm like crapping on every play they make. What do we got? Uh, so
It's going to be really hard for me to win because every scoring card favors you.
yeah, now that South America's gone, oh come on, D-Star at this point in the game is garbage. You don't need to worry.
Yeah, I
Uh,
do.
let's take some of the Ayatollah's sweet, sweet influence and spread it around.
Boo!
We're
Boo,
gonna.
Ayatollah.
I like getting presents in South America, and I like overprotecting. Is it accessibility? Is accessibility key at this point? Not so much. What about? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna overprotect some some of Europe, which is kind of casual to do with D-Style, but whatever. Spicy. It's gonna be a spicy endgame.
Peru. All right.
That's a
Hey, I rolled a
coup.
6. It
That's a
only took
coup.
me 9 turns.
Sadly, I have a 4-up card, which I hope serves me well. It does. Hooray! Straight back at ya. And we're at 6. Oh, yeah, wait. You didn't have that card. Because you have to play out. Whoop! There we go.
All right, take your Suez.
Nice. I think I go France, 2 from the UK, and 1 from Israel. Yes, I know all my influence has been removed. Thank you. Ah, yes, and it is AR7. I am doing this because I can't send it to space, and I don't want to give you a juicy coup.
Juicy.
So let's shore up. On to turn 10. This thing has got legs. I would like the 5 influence, please. Because taking 1 influence out of Poland seems kind of bland. So,
You sure?
I
You
am
want to take Poland?
100% sure. So, let's go. Cover Poland against Solidarity. And gain some leverage.
Yeah, I don't see any path to victory. It would take you getting about the worst possible hand and me getting the best possible hand.
Yeah, that and a turn 10 AR7 Voice of America could still cut it. Never
You're
say never.
overprotected almost everywhere.
Oh, don't worry, I'll be
Let's
spending
see.
all of turn 10 shoring up the same way. Just going to be building a big wall and getting Mexico to pay for it. Yeah. Transported VH said the turn 10 triple VOA. It's like VOA, Salt VOA, Star Wars VOA. That would be so depressing. I can't even begin to explain. I think it's waiting to commit your response to Warsaw. I sincerely hope the game doesn't hang here. That would be lamentable.
Well, you are gonna win regardless, so I would declare you the winner.
That's very
Let's
gracious of you.
see. I know there's almost no chance for me to win at this point. Let's see.
Yeah, what's the likeliest way? Just having a quick look in the discard pile. There's now you've chucked. So CIA's gone, grain sales is gone, and Hunter and Duck and Cover and stuff. Yeah, so there's virtually no DEFCON suicide cards in the pile. So like Chernobyl with a like gutting of European influence for control, which would take like all of your effort, and that's about it, right? Because even Bear Trap's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, we are at turn 10. But I'm still going to put all my cards into my hand so I can try and work out what's left for you to have. Because actually the deck's getting fairly light, so it should be easier to spot.
Yeah, I'm totally not doing that. I'm just giving you the big advantage. I don't want to track the cards.
I know, so like when I used to play a lot less, I would play on my phone in the gym, and like there reached a point where I was like, if I'm gonna get any better at this game, I actually just have to do it at a laptop with a card tracker. Otherwise, like I can't level up. Like I'm always gonna be like splashing around like a dork. So I'm now like even when I play friendlies like during the day, I've got the card tracker up because I'm like must be disciplined. Right, we are no longer trading peaks, are we? I'm ahead of that. So I have that going for me. But I am still gonna do what? What's your likeliest headline? That or that or that or oh, definitely that.
Oh, it's definitely that one. It's definitely that one.
That one sounds promising. I think this is my headline with defectors out the deck, but I might be wrong. Yeah, I've really not tracked cards very well because I now see cards in the deck according to my thing that oh, you get AR7 and AR8, you sly dog.
Still don't think I have a chance, but we'll see. I'm pretty far behind, right? Let's see.
Yeah, you're -9 at the moment.
Yeah, there's no way I can win. That's too far.
Do 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 do. Okay, I have multiple lines, but the one I'm most excited about is flipping Panama. Woo!
Jesus.
I know I have absolutely been on a hot streak with real lines and coups this game. It is kind of gross.
Yeah, that definitely does it there. I would say you've had more ops this game too. I could be wrong. Let's see. I think it
Ah,
actually tells.
you can because David has put in the stats thing. So
Holy,
is it really?
holy
Oh
crap!
yeah, nice.
This
I've
one's
had
been
12 more.
pretty lopsided, even
And
more
the
than I thought it
coups.
was.
Oh, the coups are gross. Look at that. One one
Yeah,
four one 2522142 6, and I've got three sixes, two fives, and two fours.
this one would have been a
Yeah,
miracle if I,
that's
unless I was
definitely
playing.
swingy as nobody's business.
Yeah, I didn't realize the opposite. I thought you had an advantage. I didn't realize it was that big of an
Yeah,
advantage.
that's pretty huge. And I've managed to just cash Europe, which is nice for me too. So yeah,
Let's see. Ah, I didn't even realize you had Europe.
you bet I
All
did.
right.
The Warsaw Pact into Yugoslavia and Romania swung it.
Yeah.
Classy dog. She's belched very loudly. You
Hey,
really
there's
want
a
Guatemala,
six.
don't you? You want it. You want it with all of your
Yeah,
heart.
that's the only place I can queue apparently.
Well, I'm gonna have to take a gamble because at least while oh come on, let me just double check. Yeah, while we're even on the space tracker, I can ditch Star Wars. So here comes a nice big six. Yay! It's a five still. Oh man, the dice are rigged.
Let's
The deck is also stuffed with blue cards now as well. Hey, Grumbly Dog.
Oh, my cat's like looking at you real weird now.
Yeah, I know.
What's
That is not a toy I'm familiar with.
that? What was that, Ragnar? Actually got to meet someone for the first time in months.
Oh, the
They're
old.
both kittens.
Oh, right. Did you get them last year or?
Yeah, she's 10 months and he's 8 months, so they've
Nice.
grown
They're
up during
plague
this
pets.
pandemic
Cause they
and
must be
not
almost
seeing
feral, yeah. So what did they
not
make of
seeing
us,
any
another
human.
human? Were they like
Yeah.
you're kind of like llama, but not exactly like llama? It's going to be fun sticking this one up on YouTube because I think people will be like, really, they'll find it really hard to discuss the strategy because they're like, you just played. It was just a conversation across a games board, like eavesdropping on a weird conversation.
Yeah, but I think that's funner. That's why I wanted to do it this way. I wanted to see. I don't
It
know.
is
There's so
good.
many strategy ones. I don't know that anyone's done it like this before.
Probably not. No. Like so, when we went to the Worlds in Greece the year before last, it was a lot like this. Like people did a lot of talk across the board, which was nice. Like it wasn't like silent and severe. So it is a lot more fun than just sitting in a room on your own, which we've all done a lot of in the last year.
Yeah,
China.
and I've never. It's been a long time since I played the physical board game. So this is interesting because this is more like playing it
Yeah,
like in live.
it sure is. So the last time we played was autumn 2019 because Fruit Strike, who's from Georgia, I think, but he'll correct me if I'm wrong, like that neck of the woods, came over to the UK. So me and Simon, who went to the Worlds, met him in a pub in London and we played a game each with him. So that was good fun. We got completely trashed as well because we were
That's
in a bar.
cool.
I had about 4 or 5 pints while playing Twilight Struggle,
See,
which
I have not
for a
ever played
cerebral
a. I've
game.
never played a Twilight Struggle game while drinking. I've played poker while drinking,
Oh,
but not
nice.
Twilight.
Poker's one of those games that really, really lends itself to drinking.
It does. It makes it a lot more fun.
Okay, I'm going to take Lau back because I see you. I'm going to give you VP for doing it, but
I
I
have no path to victory, so I might as well do the long shots and just hope you have no ops whatsoever.
flip, 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 flip. Okay, I can flip it again, but ironically, it could still screw me over. So, but you know, only for another 3 action rounds, so I can live with my fate. Regan. Oh, Canada. You know, NORAD was in play all game, and you've only just filled it in turn 10.
Was it?
It really
I would
was.
not even have noticed. I did not even notice that.
You have to navigate to the top right of the board because the chits stay up there like they do in a real game, which is how I noticed that NATO hadn't actually activated.
Well, see, I noticed NATO. I didn't realize that NORAD had ever been
That's
activated.
right. The coup on Venezuela was with NORAD once upon a time. Right, I have
Damn.
2 more action rounds, and you have 3 more action rounds. So, where do I begin? Let's start with a gentle tap on Thailand's door.
Hi, Luna. What are you doing?
The crisis. And Pershing goes.
No, it's doing that thing where it won't let me place the influence. Okay, there it goes.
Okay. So, my last action round will be a gentle knock on Chili's door, which at least forces your AR7 to do something about that. But you have an AR8 as well. Use them wisely.
I have a really good AR7, but it's not going to make a difference, I don't think.
Hopefully I've done enough around the board. I think really only Voice of America... Oh, there it is. That really frigs with me. But... yeah. Central America is covered alright. It could... I don't know. I mean, that's as good as you can hope for at the end of the game, right? So... but
I'm
yeah,
just embarrassed I didn't realize NORAD, but I'm still getting used to the interface here. I never realized it
yeah.
was in
It
effect.
makes you do your own homework, right? We all got fat and lazy off play deck, whereas this is like you really have to.
Yeah.
Like I've on this platform, I have invented kitchen debates, thinking I'm going to get 2 VP, and I don't. And I'm like, it's things like that that make you feel like a real idiot. Cuba, Saudi, Vietnam, and Indonesia. There's a smattering of messing up. And what's your AR8 gonna be?
I don't have anything big, so I don't think it's
Solidarity.
going to change much.
Yeah, so Asia's gonna be fairly neutral. Middle East is gonna be your domination. Africa we can neutralize. South America you can repair. Yeah, I think I've got enough around the board to... I mean, like, having a 13 VP buffer helps. There we go. Good game. That was lots of fun.
Does it say by how much? Let's see. Is it by 16 or
Final scoring
is it not
16.
me?
So it's
Okay.
not on the tracker. So that's after totting up everything.
All right. Good game.
Yeah, lots of fun. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, great playing with you, man. We
It
should
was.
do it again sometime.
Yeah, we should, because we definitely have time for a double header before my next call. But another time would be grand. So we'll swap messages on Reddit. Cool.
All right.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
Thanks
Bye-bye.
a lot. Take care. See ya. Okay, Llama is out. Thanks a lot for coming by. It was kind of weird, I guess, right? Hearing us two talk rather than me saying what I'm thinking of doing and, like, following people in chat and stuff. So, hope you enjoyed it. But we held out. We got the win, which is always nice. So, yeah, I might do it again. I mean, this is definitely not going to be the routine way of recording shows, but, you know, it was good. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will be back on Tuesday for an Itzel game, which will be the good old-fashioned method. So until then, thanks a lot for coming, and I will see you again soon.